So I'm here today because I'm the clan leader of TLGZ. This clan war, we started at top 30, but just like every single update that the devs do for this game, of course, they always have bugs. And because of that, look where we're at now, number 52. So just an example of bugs, you know, we've been grinding really hard, just like anybody does, every single clan war, you know. These guys that are 0 right now, they can't help it. They joined the clan, we invited them, they can't get any points. People are complaining about it in the big games. You could go to their server, they've been complaining about it. The devs know this, but do they give a crap? No. Do we still play their game because we try to have fun and enjoy it? Yeah, sure. But as you can tell, since this game has been here, you got the same clans, you know, 16 golds. You know, you go through here, same medals, same medals, same medals, same medals, but it's because they don't have any of these issues. You talk to most of these high top clans, none of them have the issues that little clans like TLGZ here have. You know, they ain't got issues with scores. You know, they ain't got no issues. And of course, you know, just a little fun fact about this update. So, you know, you go here, you break these chests and things. Fun fact, you know, when the war first started, and a lot of people can tell you this, when it first started, you know, you could sit there, click the rebirth button after 120 levels without having to break it. You know, these devs decide, you know what, we're gonna let these guys up here, you know, just do the same thing they do every single clan war. You know, we're going to let them get ahead, and then we're going to make it to where we're going to make this chest a little bit more difficult. So, you know, that started at first, and as you can see, this Anhide guy left our clan. So, little itty-bitty, you know, clans like us, we have to suffer for this, because, you know, why does anybody want to try when the devs and PetSim99 want to just rip the same clans off over and over and over again? You know, there's no point in it. Here we are, we're grinding our hearts out, just like everybody else. We're just expecting a fair game. But do we get that fair game? No, we don't. We don't get that fair game. And, you know, I'm tired of it. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to start doing live streams on this, and I'm going to start calling the devs out, because this isn't fair. It's not fair to the clans trying. You know, it's not fair that these same guys keep winning, all because they're fancy streamers, you know. I'm not a fancy streamer. But if I have to be fancy for calling out the bullcrap, then that's what I'll do. But the thing is, it's like, you know, I've been leading this for almost 3 years now. We've all been trying to enjoy this game. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you go check out my short, you'll discover the first flaw that I saw where we won our first top 50. We won number 44. They advertised that we'd get a medal. I've contacted the devs about this over and over and over again, even went to their Twitter or X, but do they care? No. As you can see, TLGZ got their first 44, but we still don't have our medal. It's not there. Nada. Nowhere to be found. And, you know, it all falls down to all they give a crap about is these same guys. Same top clans. And, you know, if you talk to most of these members, a lot of them are snooty as heck. You know, they don't care. They don't care about little clans like us. You know, they don't care that clans like ours are getting ripped off. And, you know, I've put off a lot of work into this clan. You know, we're a gaming family. You know, we've done this for 3 years now. And I work my butt off to make this logo. You know, we do fun stuff. We do giveaways. We do clan merch. But, you know, do we ever get rewarded for our hard effort? No. Do these guys get rewarded for their hard effort? Well, yeah, they get rewarded, but not for hard effort. You know, we stay up till, you know, 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning prior to these wars, trying to get people in here, you know, recruit. We get fresh faces every clan war almost. We have a lot of OGs, but the thing is, as you could see, that person left a minute ago. We lost somebody that had 500 points a minute ago. And you want to know why? Because they know how this system works. They know that these same top people are always going to get this same win. Always. They know it. And right now, they're offering this fancy little Titanic. Oh, well, how sweet. It looks like the devs decided, well, top 250 clans get this. Wonder why. Is it because you're screwing all the little clans over, like ours? Because, oh, we had a bug, we had a glitch. You know, it's time that these people get called out for it. You know, it's time streamers start standing up together, and the clans that keep getting screwed over, it's time for a change. Like, we need to speak up and be like, look, y'all need to start making these fair. Y'all need to quit screwing our clans over, you know, because it's bullcrap. You know, I'm sitting here still grounding this because I still believe we might have a chance, but we started this at top 30. Top 30. And then, ironically, half of our members couldn't get any more points. And at the beginning of this update today, every time you broke this chest, it had the little words on the bottom saying 1 point for your clan, 1 point for your clan. That disappeared. As you can see, it's not there no more. And I'm sure if you look around other YouTubers and their videos, you could see that they have on their videos 1 point score, 1 point score. Okay, it doesn't show that anymore on our clan. Sometimes we get our points, but sometimes we don't. If you ask me, I think what they need to do is shut this whole dang war down, refresh all the freaking points again, you know, make it fair for everybody. And then if these guys don't like it, well, whoop-de-flip-and-do, you know, because it's not fair. It's not fair for all the clans. It's not fair for TLGZ. I know for a fact that there's other clans out there just like us right now that's getting screwed over in this update, in this clan war, every update, every clan war, and we're getting sick of it. Like, I'm getting sick of it. My members are getting sick of it because these people right here are working their butts off, you know? And these new faces, they deserve a win. They deserve a top 50. We were top 30. We already got messed over on our number 44 Starry Clan War medal. We deserve to have our freaking top 50, you know? Now, if this was a matter where, well, you know, the other clans below us, they just got a little bit more better grinders, you know, they got more dedicated people, that would be different. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're actually talking about, you know, a clan getting screwed over because the game makers and the devs think it's cool just because these fancy other YouTubers and clans pay them money and invest in their game, that it makes it fair for them to just screw clans like ours over. And, you know, they do it every update, and people ain't stupid. We see this. It's like, us streamers, we see this. We know what they're doing. It's like when they update every single update, and then they swear up and down, well, this is a glitch, this is a bug, we'll fix it, we'll fix that. Everybody knows what they're doing. You know, first couple hours, everything runs a little smooth. Then all of a sudden, things go a little buggy, go south, but the top clans have no issues whatsoever with this. You know, no issues at all. You know, you go through here, you know, there's just like no issues. But, you know, you sit here, clans like ours start out at top 30, but then they fall because, we got some zeros in here. Well, these zeros just joined, you know. Literally, I can click on them. They just joined today. Literally just joined. And the thing is, what's bullcrap about it is they joined today, and they're new, and they were hyped. They wanted to have fun with us. They wanted to help us because we were top 30 when they joined. But guess what? 0, 0, 0, 0. They're playing. They're doing the same thing I'm doing. They're sharing their screenshots. They're doing exactly what I'm doing, but they can't get any points whatsoever. So, big games, devs, whoever you are, you know, you gotta do something about this. Because it ain't right. It's bullcrap. And if you don't do something about it, streamers like me are going to just eventually gather all the information we need to, because I do already have a lot of information. I got the screenshots, you know, I got a lot of stuff that I could put on here. And I love the game, really do. But if you keep screwing me and my clan over, we're gonna come at you. You know, I'm gonna get the other streamers, and we're gonna come at you, and we're gonna call you out for this, because it's time to stop this crap. Like, it's time to make it fair. You know, because here's the thing. We worked our butt off all day. We started at number 30 today. And because of your little glitches, people are going to run out of patience. Our hardworking members are going to work out patience. And these guys are going to come poaching around, trying to get our members. Oh, well, is TLGZ not making the top 50? Well, no, not when you're getting ripped off and screwed over. So, no, we're not going to be getting our top 50. We might not be getting the top 50 at all this war unless they fix their crap. If Big Games decides to start fixing their crap, then maybe, just maybe, we actually might get above that top 50. But yeah, you know, if you're just now turning into this live, you know, whoever you are, you know, it's time we all take a stand. It's time we call them out for the bullcrap that they do. You know, it's time to call them out with the rigged same clans winning, the glitches, you know. It's bullcrap when a clan like ours starts out at top 30, but then we fall because we got zeros that we can't control, because these zeros can't score any points because Big Games decides, you know what, we got this glitch, we don't care. People are telling us about right now, and we're just gonna let it slide. They need to reset this whole war, every time they screw up like this, and quit screwing the little clans like ours over. Like, period. Plain and simple. It's like, you know, first you rip us off of our medals, and we're not the only clan. There's tons of other clans out there. Starry Clan War that, you know, got their top 50. I literally have that in my short. We got top 44. Didn't get our medal. Yeah, of course they changed it right here. You know, if you notice, it says 11 through 50. But during the Starry Clan War, that medal was right there. But no. And it ain't just about the medals, you know, it's bullcrap that these same clans get their little free rides because they keep doing their little glitches, letting their little crap slide, and screwing the little clans like ours over with. And see, right now, we're number 54, but I guarantee you, before this clan war's over with, we're probably gonna be dropped out of the top 100, because if they keep this glitch going all day and they don't do crap about it, and these people can't score any points, well, guess what? You know, some of these hard worker people, they get a little impatient because, well, I mean, we were top 30, so, you know, they were expecting, you know, their hard work to maybe get this little Titanic. You know, just like everybody else. Everybody's trying to compete fair. Everybody wants to win this thing. But the fact of the matter is, so many people know that's not the case of scenario. You know, they're not being fair. These big game, these devs, these clans, these same clans here, you know, they're all in cahoots together. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody knows that they're screwing the little clans over. And it's time we just make a stand against it, because it's just, it's over. Like, you know, it's bullcrap. Like, it needs to stop. You know, clan leaders like me are sick of it. You know, streamers like me are sick over it. We're ready for a change. It's time for a change. It's time for them to wake the crap up and realize, you know what? These guys, you know, are just as important as these guys. You know, I sat here, I've literally went through here. You know, I'm pay to play too. You know, I've bought some of their game passes. I've invested money in this game just as much as any of these other top clan people or these other streamers. You know, we give them the time and money too. And I've gave them almost 3 years of my life to make fun memories with people like this. But the devs frick it up. These clan wars frick it up when they sit here and allow clans like ours to compete all morning, all day, top 30, and then screw us over because they won't fix their stupid bugs, or their rigged bugs, I should say. Then something's up. You know, when you start this off, everything's fine the first 3 or 4 hours. You see your little marker, clan point, clan point, clan point. You know, everything's normal. Then all of a sudden you reset the game, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, and every time you reset it, something's worse. Then you know it's rigged. You know, first time they reset it, our points disappear. You know, there's no more earning points after destroying these chests. And then it's like, now you got new members coming in, and literally they're sending us their screenshots, their videos, they're hitting these chests, they ain't getting any points. no points, and they can't score points. And you could easily say, well, knock them out, kick them out. You know, well, we could, but they got rigged where you can only kick one member out every 24 hours. But another thing, why would I want to kick these guys out when it's not their fault? Literally not their fault that they're stuck at 0 right now, just because Big Games is aware of what's going on. They don't want to do a thing about it. You know, it's bullcrap. You know, and yeah, not everybody has that issue, but there is some that are having issues where they were scoring points, but now they're not. So we're stuck in a boat where it's like, well, some people are stuck at 0. Some people are stuck, you know, it's crazy. Hi. Welcome. I don't know if you know anything about this pet sim game, but, like, I'm one of the streamers that's going to start calling them out for their bullcrap because they've literally been messing people over for so many updates now. My clan today was top 30, and because of their glitches and bugs, we're knocked literally off the top 50 leaderboard, and we're going to continue to fall because these, like, hard workers, they sit here and, you know, some of them get impatient, and eventually these little poachers come in. They come in, try to drag your members away, and it works. They're like, well, you know, if I can't win a top 50 here, I'll go there. But they know that these same clans get it every single time. And it ain't just the clan's fault. It's just the way that the game makers keep designing it. They let their little glitches slip and slide, and then clans like ours get screwed over. It's like me and my officer team literally stayed up between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning the past 3 or 4 days prepping for this, you know, recruiting new faces, recruiting, you know, people that could help us get to the top. And then we do that, waste time and money, waste everything, just, you know, wasting the energy just for it to get rigged, just for us to lose again. And it ain't right. And the reason why I'm starting this live today is I want to see if they're going to listen. I want to see if they're going to pay attention to the clan leaders. I want to see if they're actually going to fix this crap, if they're actually going to reset the clan war, if they're actually going to do the right thing and, you know, fix this. Like, they need to. They need to just do the right thing. And the thing is, my understanding is a lot of people are standing up to them, and then they're getting falsely banned, and they're getting removed from the game because their precious devs just don't give a crap about their people. They only give a crap about their money grabbers. But, like I said, okay, money grinders, I've spent money on this game too. So it's like, you know, we deserve at least, you know, out of 44 clan wars, we deserve at least 1 medal and at least 1 Titanic from this top 50, playing fair and square, doing everything we can to kick butt. But no, is it going to happen? Probably not, because we went from 30 to 54, and I can't invite any new people right now, because if I invite new members, they can't score any points. So what's the point? And it's not fair to force the other, you know, let's say like 65 or so that are scoring to have to put in double time and double the work and double the freaking effort when these guys got a full clan on their butts. But it's like, well, they ain't got any issues, you know? Who wants to join a clan like ours that is bugged the crap out and rigged the crap out when they could easily join one of those clans that don't have an issue and win a top 50? I mean, you know, plain and simple. But yeah, that's mainly, you know, the live I was making. You know, making a live, making a video. I'm going to keep up with this. I'm going to try to keep you up to date with this. Had I would have known this was going to happen, I would have started a live today while we were place number 30 and literally just let y'all watch with me. But all I'm calling y'all to do right now is just pay attention. Pay close attention to what Big Games and the devs does in this game. You know, you can still have fun. Yeah, we're still having fun. The reason why we're still here is because we're still having fun. But look at that. You know, we dropped again. We're just going to keep dropping. But they don't care. We deserve to be reimbursed. My whole clan deserves, and not just my clan, but all the clans are getting screwed over. All deserve reimbursement for this bullcrap. You know, we deserve a fair, you know, traded off, fair clan war. You know, we deserve this thing to be reset. We deserve, you know, the points to be working again. We deserve the new members that do want to join our clan to be able to actually be helpful and earn points. But is that going to happen? Probably not. And that is why I'm starting this. I think I'm going to start the series of every time there's an update in a clan war, I'm going to start recording this and showing it, and I'm going to have other streamers and other members do the same. And together we're going to make a stand and call them out for it eventually, because it's like, it's time for this to stop. You know, you got your streamers that are fancy, that promote these guys, and all goes well for them. Well, it's time, you know, they face an enemy. It's time, you know, we call them out for the bull crap that they know they do. And eventually, if they get enough heat for it, they're going to have no choice but to play fair. Like, they're going to have no choice but to get their updates going, get everything going fair. But with all that, I'll be keeping up with this. I guarantee you we'll probably be like number 70, probably out of top 50 by tomorrow, possibly. You know, but if they fix their crap, and these guys can get their points, and we can start scoring again, then it might not turn like that. But until Big Games cares, and until they listen to their community, who knows what's going to happen. But anyways, stay awesome, stay legendary, keep gaming, gamers, and I'll keep you updated.